Alright, welcome back. Last time we gave Lithuania all their core territories and conquered all the Polish territories in Poland. Additionally, now at least indirectly because there's two of these Slovak provinces and Hungary, indirectly control all West Slavic provinces. I'm still not quite finished with coring, however, most of the provinces should be done soon. Wait, Aachen? Is that yet another one that has turned itself into a ducky? Yep. It's like every time they get a militarist ruler, bam, let's turn this free city into a ducky. I mean, come on, it's my easiest way of making sure I gain imperial authority. At one of our country's finest academic institutions, a group of self-styled scientists in search of knowledge had grouped together to develop standardized practices for empirical experimentation. They have published their own handbook, and the early results of their work are promising. It might be that the breakthrough they are looking for would come if we encouraged them in some particularly useful direction. Ooh. Tech cost reduction in a specific kind of technology. Well, admin points are always appreciated, so let's lower admin tech costs by 40 points permanently. Since I need it for admin tech groups, no, idea groups there. Admin idea groups, since, well, put rather simply, those idea groups are among the most valuable in M&T. Looks like Verona has grown quite large. I may need to step in at some point. Oh, is that flashing? Yes! There are enough princes for the reforms, I can go ahead and take it. I no longer have to deal with any electors now. I will always be the Emperor of the HRE. So plus 25% to Imperial Authority. Gain. Right, now it's time to take Mamel. And as a side benefit, release Bayan Straubing from subjugation. Heavily restrict looting, I am conquering, and there's no need to damage parts of the HRE's economy. Alright, break subject to Divine Straubing and give up all of your territory. Okay, yeah. I can't do over 100. But 99 works fine. Prussia no longer exists. Almost missed it. Nah! Great timing. Alright, okay. New unit-type. Regimental guns. Alright, so. Habeas corpus. In 1679, England adopted a law called habeas corpus. Literally, you should have the body. It allowed courts to summon a prisoner and receive proof that their captor had the right to imprison them. If not, they would be released. While simple, this was a massive blow to royal authority. It meant that the king would have to charge his enemies and put them on trial before they could be legally imprisoned. Important step on the path of limiting royal authority. No extra effect. Property insurance. The Great Fire of London bankrupted many merchants who lost everything. It was not long afterwards that the first fire insurance company was set up, each with their own fire department in order to minimize losses from fires. Soon, the practice spread to include other forms of property insurance, plus 2% to trade efficiency. Improvised bayonets. As the number of pikemen continued to decline, less advanced enemies attempted to take advantage by attacking undefended musketeers whenever possible. In response, musketeers began tying knives to their guns to be able to use them as close combat weapons if they had to. Now a seemingly defenseless musketeer square could hold its own long enough for reinforcements to arrive. Plus 0.25 to land morale, plus 0.1 to infantry shock, plus 0.09 to artillery shock, and enables the regimental guns that I just swapped to. That's truce is expiring. Right, the point of this war specifically is to, well, there is, to a degree, a need for conquest. I do kind of want to attack and, therefore, conquer a portion of Italy, if only to expand the empire. However, restrict looting. I don't really care too much. But it's not like I need that much money anyway. Sure, my income has decreased. However, that has more to do with the fact of my massive court and education budget, more than anything else. I wonder. Don't quite remember if that's possible. Can I convince Verona to have Christian released? Because that is, after all, the actual target. Yeah. I can ask for war reparations. And then some cash. Immediately grant free city status. Kiev and separatists. Right, I need to start making things interesting soon. And what's the best way to do that? War with France, probably. However, I am going to prepare for that. It's certainly not going to happen this session. I am nowhere near ready for anything on such a massive scale like that. And it will be massive. Well, I think my subjects and allies are able to handle the likes of, say, Poland. Since Poland is going to be the main direction of conflict. Well, they're the one I'm going to declare war on. I just need to make sure Estonia breaks their alliance again with Poland when time comes. So this is how far meritocracy has spread so far. It is beginning to reach for Europe, as far as Constantinople goes. Anyway, how is manufacturing doing? It's beginning to spread. Okay. In fact, I caught it right before Praha picks it up. Well, isn't that a stroke of luck? It should finish this month. Especially since Paradox truncates, so... There's no way it would be any less than this. And once it reaches Praha, it will spread everywhere else. Because this is a continental center we're talking about here. Philosopher criticizes the church. One of Bohemia's most prominent Enlightenment philosophers has voiced some sharp criticism of the way the church operates in our country. What, you don't like the generous mixture of all three major religions involved in the Reformation? Anyway, while initially contained to a small circle of overeducated acquaintances, a pamphlet has now been written and is circulating with the aim of disseminating the philosopher's critique. We cannot pretend everything about our system is perfect. I mean, I don't need that papal influence, and I'd rather lose 10 prestige 3 stability compared to an entire stability. Alright, so, since last time, Prussia no longer exists. Lithuania, and Estonia have annexed the rest of their territory, along with their vassals and, yeah, exception of Dorpat, was just the vassal that got their independence from Prussia, then went ahead and just allied them, like nothing ever changed. Yeah. Scotland has begun colonizing Canada. Joy. Other than that, there's not much difference here in the Americas. Colonies are hard work, after all. This still looks pretty awful. At least Korea has, to a degree, worked on getting Manchuria together. Yeah. I can see into Siberia too now. Great Britain is still colonizing into Siberia, as is the Blue Horde. Additionally, the latest institution, manufactories, has spawned and is spreading throughout my empire. Although, because my economy has slowed down somewhat due to various reasons, most specifically, ridiculously expensive court. It doesn't really matter that much. My economy is still going hefty strong. And I could really just wait until it's a lot cheaper to just embrace it, since my technology... I don't need the points for anything other than technologies, so it doesn't really matter much. Additionally, let's have a quick look to see how meritocracy is spreading. It's beginning to reach Africa and Europe, over in Egypt, Sudan, and Constantinople, as well as Anatolia, and the Astrakhan region. But beyond that, it's as it is It takes forever to get all the way to the other side of an entire continent. Which makes sense. Additionally, Poland has begun to fall apart to separatists. And I finally signed an alliance with Spain, which is a long time coming. I plan, as you can see by the spine over here, I plan on a war with France, although indirect. I don't want to end up having to fight Scotland, Naples, the Papal State, and Poland along with them. I thought I would just fight Poland. They're a small group of allies, except for Estonia, since I will be sure they're not allied. Great powers can do that. Sweet. What? Really? Why? Okay. Okay. I don't know why they keep allying Poland. Yes, to a degree, I kind of get it. Moscow and Pskov are both enemies of Poland. But I'll protect you two, all on my own. Right. International politics, it's kind of annoying. Especially when you have good intentions. Anyway. Realpolitik. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.